Restaurants are going out of business. This is like the second restaurant I've seen saying for lease or for sale out here in Hollywood within like not even a mile radius apart from each other. Crazy, right? Turnkey restaurant for lease, meaning it's ready to go. All you gotta do is just come with the money. These places, they can't afford to stay open. They're not making no money. They can't afford to pay their landlords. So it's smart. It's a smart move to just go ahead and say, like, you know what? Go ahead and jump the gun and make that decision to move out. That's what I was talking to my professor about. There's a psychiatry museum over there. They're like whistleblowers against the psychiatry industry. But yeah, I was talking to my professor, like, it's hard to make a decision, but it's a tough decision to make, but it has to be made though, basically, you know? When it comes to, you know, it's really unfortunate. It's sad the place that we're in right now. I was just talking to my dissertation chair, and, you know, we both were sharing our sentiments. It's just like, yes, it's sad, it's unfortunate, it's really fucked up. That's what it really is, fucked up. We gotta go through this, you know? And people who got their third eye open, who are smart enough to see what's happening, it's bigger than a virus, you know? And Trump, he keep going live with these conferences and stuff on the news, and he's trying to say things to appease the public by saying, like, oh, I'm putting health first. I'm putting people's health first above the economy, but the two are inseparable. I mean, come on, we live in a society that everything is interdependent. Everything is you shut one thing down and look how the domino effect that it causes on the entire fucking society. The entire society is impacted by this. So, yes, our utmost importance, I mean, the focus is our health, our well-being, our safety, but right alongside that, I mean, and tied into that is the economy. It takes money to survive in this economy. So if we're talking about, okay, we're focusing on survival, then we're gonna have to revamp the whole economy. I mean, the whole society, because it's a capitalistic society based on money. You need money to survive. So when it comes to making these decisions, it's very unfortunate for businesses, you know, to have to make a call to say, well, should I close? Should I close? I mean, permanently? Or should I just stick it out? Stick it out for what? You can't stick it out in uncertainty. That's not how business goes. Anybody with good businesses knows that that's not how you run a business, on hope. You can't run on hope. You know, like, the numbers speak for themselves. When businesses create budgets and marketing plans, this is based on proven evidence, past evidence. Like, you have to have money in place. You can't just say, okay, we hope that we're going to get some customers coming in. We hope. No, it's already predicted that your business is going to slow down because of the shutdown. Businesses are slowing down. It's not the same anymore. If you had 300 customers per day, you probably barely get fucking 10 customers in one day. You know, people are afraid to leave their homes. So it's just the reality of what people have to deal with. And yeah, they're talking about bailing businesses out, giving businesses loans, but nobody wants to be in debt. Okay, yeah, these businesses may qualify for loans to cover themselves during this uncertain time, but who wanna live off of a loan? Who want to do business off of a loan that you stand a chance of never being able to pay back? You will never be able to pay that loan back because you're not going to get through. You need money, you need income, you need revenue, you need sales to be able to pay back a loan. So that's just going to jeopardize the company even more than what they already are. So they have to make this very difficult decision to close permanently. Some businesses are relocating probably to less expensive locations where the commercial lease is not as expensive. You know, I noticed that where some restaurants have said, okay, we moved, and this just happened. Like, this is something new. This just happened. Damn, I used to be Rite Aid. But this is the reality that we live in, guys. Talking about the apocalypse. This place is still open. Selling plants. But what business want to take that chance? That's too risky. Unless you already got money, like you already have reserves to live off of, then okay, maybe, but you're still losing. Nobody wants to take that risk. Nobody wants to lose like that. No, I wouldn't. And even when it comes to making a personal decision on what I need to do with my life, I'm coming very close to just making that final decision, doing what I need to do. I mean, I already had planned to relocate back to New York for my pre-doc internship, but I didn't plan to do that really until the summer, at the end of this semester. But guess what? Classes have moved to online, which I only had one class left anyway. So it's looking like I have no reason to be in California. And if I can save money elsewhere, why am I staying here? People say, oh, well, New York is going through the same thing. It's even worse. But it's still different. There's many other factors to consider. I have a lot of resources, and I have more resources at my disposal in New York than I have in California. So that's what I'm taking into account. But we can rest assured that I think after all of this is said and done, this world that we live in is not going to be the same. And I think it's going to create more opportunities. So I think it's best just to have a optimistic perspective on everything, because more businesses are going to open, more opportunities are going to unfold. Y'all see what it's looking like out here. I mean, people still got to go out and about, get food. I just finished leaving this place where I had to scan some documents to my email. You know, I mean, life just doesn't stop because the government is ordering a shutdown. Like, we got things we got to do. We got to still get food. I talked about this in my other video. Like, we still got shit we got to do, man. So, safety first, yes. But it's a matter of trying to balance safety with just survival. Shit. People that are still out here, people like, oh, y'all still out there in the streets doing things, yes, that's necessary to our survival. Shit. You can't just live day to day. Even though that's what it seems like it's boiled down to. Now this is new. Seems like things just have boiled down to living day to day. Don't make no plans, just live day to day. Hollywood High School. but only can be optimistic and hopeful, prayerful, you know, during this difficult, uncertain time that we live in. So I'm gonna go grab me something to eat. I think I'm done with my errands for today. Got online class, so that's a whole nother video topic right there, man. Online class. You guys know, as part of my PhD training, we have to see clients, and I was working at a prison seeing clients, but our school made the executive call that we could no longer attend our practicum. Then they went back 24 hours later and retracted the statement. So it's like, that was confusing. So they said we could, but my supervisor at the site was like, the state, because I work for the state of California, the Department of Corrections, and they're like, which is good though, as far as safety. I mean, if you had to choose to have to go to work or stay home to protect yourself, shit, stay home. I've been staying home for the most part. I'm only out now because I had these things I had to do. But I'm going to be in tomorrow. I'm going to be in Saturday, Sunday, all throughout next week. I have no reason really to leave. Probably just order some food delivery. That's it. So this is the reality that we face. As I'm approaching Hollywood Boulevard, Highland Avenue. A lot of people are angry, you know. Just nobody saw this coming. Nobody. Nobody saw this coming. Nevertheless, it's here. So you have to just adjust. Everybody's asking me, how are you holding up? You know, have no choice but to just adapt. Gotta adapt. Be safe. Continue washing your hands, being clean. And that's it. You only can hope that your favorite stores will still be open after all this is said and done, but who knows how long it's gonna last? Like, nobody knows. You know, what really hit me is that the theaters are shut down. I'm like, no. I found that out when I was in New York. When I first got there, March 12th, they were still open. But a couple days in, that Monday came around, and I got the update that they were no longer showing films. They were closed statewide, and I think it's a nationwide thing now. So this is what it is. I mean, y'all think that I'm on a small scale. Yes, it impacts us in different ways, I mean, different levels, right? Everyone is impacted by this, but just imagine the people who have invested so much money in making these films and producing these films, and the money they thought they were going to make this month, this quarter, they're not going to make. So a lot of companies are going to need some bailout, but hey, I don't got to worry about that. I'm out of here, guys.